Mishnah 5. A scroll in which the writing was erased, but there still remained thereof 85 letters, as many as in the paragraph Vayihi bin Sarah Ha'aron, Vayomer Moshe. So they didn't have a lot of parchment, so to be able to write a new Torah scroll, you would take a non-kosher Torah scroll, and you would go through and you would scrape out lovingly all of the broken letters and so forth, or it could have been a parchment used for anything that was still a kosher parchment. You would scrape out all the letters, and you would rewrite on top of it. That's called erasing, and then writing. What if many of the letters were gone and only a few letters were left in the scroll? Is it still a sacred scroll? And the answer is, if it's got a passage as long as Vayihi bin Soah Ha'aron Vayomer Moshe, then it still renders the hands unclean. And that's the theology. If you touch a Torah scroll, your hands become impure. The Torah scroll does that to you. So one of the most common misunderstandings of purity laws comes up in the modern conversation about women. Can a woman read from the Torah? We know very clearly in the Shulchan Aruch that it says, Isha Ola v'Koreit b'Torah. A woman goes up and reads from the Torah in a mixed congregation with men. The Shulchan Aruch is absolutely clear that that is permissible in the halakha. But the people who want to say, oh, a woman can't go up there, one of the things they try and say is that because a woman has a natural cycle of purity and impurity associated with her body and going to mikvah, that you wouldn't know if a woman was impure. God forbid she should go up and touch the Torah. Those people are absolutely backwards in their thought. You cannot make a Torah impure. A Torah is the pure object that renders you impure because of its holiness when you come in contact with it. Now that's a little funny for us, but impurity is not contagious. You don't catch it in that sense. You can become impure by touching things that are impure, but mostly you become impure by touching things that are holy. Reproductive matters, dead bodies. These are holy things, and you become impure by touching holy things. So if the scroll is still holy, it renders the hands unclean. A sheet of a scroll whereon are written 85 letters, as many as in the portion by Vayihi bin Sarah Ha'aron, also renders the hands unclean. So even if it's not parchment, if you've got a piece of paper like this and you write in Hebrew 85 letters with the Word of God or 85 letters out of the Torah, you have a Genizah document. You have a document that is holy. All the sacred scriptures renders the hand unclean, and then they have a debate. The Song of Songs and Kohelet render the hands unclean. Rabbi Yehuda said the Song of Songs renders the hand unclean, but there's a disagreement about Kohelet. So we're going to read from Kohelet. Rabbi Yossi says that Kohelet does not render the hands unclean, but there is a disagreement regarding Song of Songs. Rabbi Shimon says Kohelet comes under the lenient rulings of the school of Shammai, but under the God forbid no one in Israel ever